Climate change is a terrible problem and it absolutely needs to be solved. It deserves to be a huge priority. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bryan Darmawan. I am the LSPR Communication and Business Institute Indonesia student under the supervision of Mr. Charles Bonar Sirait as my mentor and lecturer. I'm here today to talk to you about climate change issue that is very important right now. Why this issue is so important? If you want to know the reason, let's find out the reason why this issue is so important by watching this video seriously until the end. Before we get started on this topic, I would like to ask you why climate change is so dangerous. Please leave your comment below. According to National Geographic, the definition of climate change is the long-term alteration of temperature and typical weather pattern in a place. Climate change may apply to specific area or the entire globe. Weather pattern will become less stable as a result of climate change. Right now, humans are contributing to the increase of climate change. For the example like burning of fossil fuels, deforestation, waste, and many more. We have felt and seen the evidence of climate change, like rising sea levels, ice loss at the poles and in mountain glaciers, increase in ocean temperature, and changes in the frequency and intensity of several weather events like hurricane, heat waves, wildfires, droughts, floods, and many more. I would like to provide an example of climate change evidence. According to BBC News, in March, extreme weather is currently causing floods in Australia. The rivers around Sydney and Queensland overflow as a result of heavy rainfall in Australia. However, this extreme weather is not only felt by Australians at this time. It was also felt by Australia last year. There was extreme heat at that time, resulting forest fires and serious droughts. From here, we can see that in the short term, there are two cases of extreme weather in the same country. Let's try to imagine if climate change affects all nations. It would have a wide range of consequences. If we do not take action to combat climate change, we would have to deal with some of the following consequences. Number 1. Water quantity and quality are decreasing. Number 2. Forest quantity and quality are both decreasing too. Number 3. Increased greenhouse gases due to deforestation. Number 4. Increasing disease outbreak. Number 5. Reduction of agricultural area and decreasing agricultural productivity. Number 6. Sinking of Smile Island. Many parties are now discussing to deal with the issue of climate change. The Indonesian government, for example, has begun to make many reforms by using renewable energy sources. Aside from that, the government and the international community have begun to explore more options for combating climate change. However, not only the government and the international community must participate in the fight against climate change, but we, general public, must as well. There are several ways for the general public to combat climate change, but I will tell you one way, by starting a sustainable lifestyle. Now, I will share some tips on how to live more sustainably, so you can combat climate change too. Number 1. Eat less meat. Why? The production of meat is one of the biggest contributors to climate change and the pollution of landscape and waterways. By eating less of it, you can help to reduce the impact of the meat industry has on the earth. Number 2. Recycle and reuse. Put your trash in the appropriate bins to ensure that you are recycling. And to avoid waste, aim to reuse goods and items as many times as possible before discarding them. Number 3. Use eco-friendly cleaning products. Some cleaning materials have chemicals in them that are potentially dangerous to the environment. You will help to avoid these chemicals from having a harmful effects on the environment by committing to using green or eco-friendly cleaning products. Number 4. Save energy. By using less energy, you can help to reduce carbon emission. There are a number of ways you can save energy at home. For the example like switching off standby appliances and many more. Now, I want to ask you, what contribution you have made to fighting climate change? Please leave your comment below. Now the conclusion is, climate change is the result of human activity. We have seen and felt the climate change. If we don't start to fight climate change, it will be very dangerous for our life and our environment. I have shared several tips to be able to live more sustainably. So, we must start making changes and start to care about the environment around us. If we do not care for the environment, life on the planet will be put at risk. The last thing, before I close this discussion, let's start living with a sustainable lifestyle. As we bring our climate change issue in the world as part of the important sustainable world, I would like to thank you for your attention and hope this sharing session give all of you a clear understanding of climate change issue in the world. If you have need more information or a question, you can ask in the comment section below. Last one, we have a single mission, to protect and hand on the planet to the next generation. Thank you.